Hey Dragon Slayers, today's video is about aerobic versus resistance exercise and its importance to reversing insulin resistance. You can run, bike, swim, or lift. That is the question. If you have time, you can certainly do both aerobic and resistant exercises. You'd experience more robust improvements than you would doing either cardio or weight training alone. But in the end, most of us devote our limited hours only to the activities that yield the greatest benefit. The overwhelming majority of research has explored the issue of exercise and insulin resistance in the context of aerobic exercise alone. However, plenty of studies have indeed confirmed that doing resistance exercise, even just twice per week, is enough to improve insulin sensitivity. All of this serves to strengthen the role of regular exercise in fighting insulin resistance. Studies have compared the insulin sensitizing effects of both aerobic and resistance exercises, reveal that minute for minute, resistance training may be superior in improving insulin sensitivity. One study tracked roughly 32,000 people for almost 20 years and found that engaging in either aerobic or resistance exercises for 2.5 hours per week yielded similar improvements, but that resistance training was superior when the participants spent less time engaging in exercise. So, if you only have 1 hour in a week to exercise, resistance training will have a higher return on investment. This is very likely a result of the respective changes in muscle mass that accompany each type of exercise. Resistance training increases muscle mass, while aerobic exercise doesn't really. You'll recall that in the average individual, muscle is the largest organ in the body. Muscle is also the largest destination for insulin stimulated glucose uptake. If we have more muscle, we have a greater area into which we can deposit glucose from the blood, thus lowering blood insulin. Certain studies show greater improvements in body weight with aerobic exercise over resistance exercise. Of course, a lot depends on how long the study subjects exercised in general, which varies greatly between the studies. But the larger problem with such conclusions is that weight is not an indicator of body composition. Muscle weighs more than fat. Just as resistance exercises increases muscle mass more than aerobic exercise does, this naturally is going to affect your body weight. To sum this all up, the best exercise is the one that you'll do. There's certainly a value in challenging yourself to do something that you're not familiar with or even comfortable with at first. However, if you dislike one form of exercise, and that dislike is so substantial enough that committing to it means that you would stop doing anything at all, then you're better off sticking to something that you know you'll do and just do it harder instead. So I have a phrase that I like to say all the time is that the difference between something and nothing is everything. So whatever it is that you're going to do exercise wise, do it and be consistent and stick to it, because consistency is better than intensity or even frequency. So that's what I've got for you guys today. Don't forget to like and subscribe because it really helps the channel out. And remember, guys, that together, you and I will slay the dreaded